Is anyone home? This might be a bad time to go live with the Super Bowl going on. Going fishing. What's up, JCB? This Super Bowl blows. I can't stand to watch it. What's up, Air Marshal? I'm watching the game. It ain't much of a game, Christy. Air Marshal, I got a question asked you. I got this Cessna 182. I've only got 2 spare receivers, and they're 636s. One's an A, one's a B. And I ordered a programming servo cable from Horizon. It's supposed to be here tomorrow. And I'm trying to find a good profile that I can just put right into that model, and it fly pretty decent. I sent you an email. I want to use the Carbon Z 150 profile in my 636. And I just wonder, my plane is a 55 inch. It's a 1400 millimeter. And the Carbon Z Cessna, it's a 150 Cessna. Carbon Z is, and it's got like 78-inch wings on it. I think it's a 2.1 millimeter plane. It's a whole lot bigger than mine. Try to figure out me a good profile. Mine's got tricycle wheels, and it's got landing flaps, 55-inch wing. Try the timber. You think that would work? Which timber are you talking about? Just the regular timber? The 1.5 or 1.2? Hello, Jackson RC. Glad y'all made it tonight. The regular timber. I don't want no fancy stuff. I've created an account so I can just get in and take the model profiles, and I just want to copy it into the receiver. And I understand if the control surfaces are reversed, that I need to reverse it in my RX instead of the radio, which I can plug it back up to the computer and reverse the servos if I need to. But I just want to try to find a model that I can download in a AR636A that would probably fly a 1400 millimeter, 55-inch wing, 182 Cessna. I don't know about the clip wing Cub, Rasha. I just want something quick and easy. Oh, this Super Bowl, it blows. I can't even stand to watch Tom Brady. Forgive me, Dave's RC, but Tom Brady sucks. He needs to go home and retire. It's my banana hobby. It's just like a FMS Sky Trainer 182, 1400 millimeter, 55-inch wing. Well, I've been waiting on Dave RC to send me a AR620. It's never got here. So I've got one of them ordered. I bought out of Florida. It should be here Tuesday. But in the meanwhile, I've got these 636s that I got a Wildcat program into those. And if I do decide to put them in a trainer like this 182, I'll be able to program it in and maybe fly something worthy. So right now I've got two AR620s coming. One I bought, one I won, but I never have got yet. And by the way, Dave RC, you forgot to pay me out last night or Friday night on pay for winning. Dave's all busy getting stuck in the snow today. That was crazy. Him and his brother. I know Dave's watching the Super Bowl. He's hollering and ripping and raring, I'm sure. He'll probably go live after the Super Bowl. I won, I won, I won. Rasha, he said Dave, he recommended timber. I want want some kind of profile that I can just drop in. No, I'm not going to reverse any kind of services on the radio. They have to be done in the receiver. I understand that, Dave. If I program it and put it in the plane, plug up everything, if something's reversed, I'll just take it back out and plug it back on the computer and go in, program it, reverse which services I need to reverse in the gyro. Not in the radio, but in the 636. I bought that programming cable from Horizon, and I had like 4,250 points. And I used like 4,000 of those points to take $10 off my order. So I got that programming cable for like $12 after tax and shipping. It regular like $16.99. So I've done okay on the programming cable. I've been meaning to get one for a while. I just haven't done it. So who's happy with the Super Bowl? I got 9 in here watching. 2 thumbs up. Come on, guys. Boost this up. I don't get paid enough to be on here anyway. At least I can get some views off of it. I'm gonna get my view counts up. I've been pushing some of my videos through Reddit. I've been getting a lot of views out of Reddit. More than I normally get. Seven versions of the timber. I gotta find something that's got. Hi, Josh Weaving. Long time no see, buddy. Glad you're in here. Thanks for the thumbs up, bud. You got to go live with me one night. You ain't got anything to do. Hit me up in Messenger or something. We gotta get your pretty face back on the screen. How's Rhonda doing? And the babies? Deuces Wild's in the house. EQ, Dennis Farley. I decided to go live for all these people that's disgusted with the Super Bowl this year. Just anytime, Josh, you got some free time, you want to go live on Sunday night, just holler at me. Be more than glad to have you on. We just chit chat around here and talk about whatever we want to. Nothing critical. Are you still flying, Josh? See, I don't like Tom Brady, Dave Marshall. That's why it's not great. Jermaine Spencer, the Candy Man's in the house. What's up? Yeah, that's what I'm doing, Josh. I'm building a Cessna 182, 55-inch wing. It's an old FMS model, renamed China. Got it from Banana Hobby. It's going to be a nice plane. I've added an extra light to it. I'm going to have a blinking strobe on the tail, a blinking red LED in the belly, and there's 4 lights in the wing. It's going to be on solid, so it'd be a pretty plane once I'm done with it. Josh Weaving's in the house, and that's a shocker to see him. Victor's in the house. I hope you get to feeling better, Victor. Reckham Roy's in the house. Mickey's in the house. They're rolling in. Guys, I didn't feel like cooking tonight. I got a menu off the refrigerator door and looked at it. I decided to order me a extra large supreme pizza and have it delivered. He said, well, for us to come out that far, he said, you need to buy $25 worth. He talked me into 10 spicy hot barbecue wings. So I wound up spending $33 worth of on pizza and chicken wings. Had it delivered, and I give them a couple of dollars tip. I've ate half the pizza, so I've got hot wings I'm gonna have tomorrow night. Then I'm gonna eat the rest of the pizza the next night. So I'm gonna get 3 meals out of it. So I'm okay with that. Pizza's delicious. It had everything on it in the kitchen sink. No anchovies though. I can't stand those. Yeah, pizza was sliced in 8 pieces. I've ate 4 pieces tonight. I'm happy camper. Didn't have to cook. Watching this silly ass football game. It's like a blowout. I said, come on, Kansas City. They can't do nothing. If Tom Brady plays on Tennessee Titans team ever, I'll quit watching them too. I don't watch Tom Brady, period. This Village Pizza, they're the only people in my little town that will deliver out to me. I'm about 5 or 6 miles out of town, and I've got to spend at least 25 for them to come out here. So I spent 35 tonight, so it's all good. This is more. I just had to order more food than I'd ever consume in one night. I probably got enough food to last me 3 nights now. Well, I'm a Tennessee boy, so I got to root for Tennessee Titans. I like the Falcons. I like the Saints. I like a bunch of other teams. Whatever Tom Brady's playing for, I don't like that team. That's just me. Just my opinion. What's up, 200 driver? Pick me out the best timber, Dave, the program. Those timbers got flaps in them. Thing about it is, the, the timbers not on tricycle wheels, are they? I don't think they are. Is that going to matter being a tail dragger versus one that's setting up on tricycles when you download that program? It's a dragger. That's what I was thinking. Mine's on tricycle wheels. And that's the reason I was wanting to go with the Carbon Z Session 150. But Dave says the plane's too big for me to program that into my plane. I just wonder how that would work programming the timber into a tricycle plane. I don't have a clue if that's going to work or not. So all I'm going to do is just program a model into my receiver and let it be. I'm not going to go in and monkey with all the controls and stuff on it. That's way beyond my pay grade. Michael Reicher, there was some guys back when I bought my 300 extra, when they plugged up the battery in the 300 extra when it was on a plane stand and it was completely level, and they plugged it up and took off flying, it throwed the gyro out of sequence. But if you put it on the ground, like in a tail dragger position, and plug the battery up, let it will power up in that set down mode, it flies perfect. But if you put it in on a straight and level plane stand, plug up the battery, there was one guy having trouble with it oscillating in the air and getting all crazy with him. So I don't know if that's going to be a factor or not. I'm hoping you're right, Roger. I guess I need to mount this 636 with a servo lead going towards the back of the plane and this FMS. That's a trim problem then. It doesn't matter, Randy. Okay. Fill the tires with helium, make them wider. You got a point, Dave. Got to make sure you mount it level for a level flight. I've got an open area behind the two seats in this Cessna, and I'm gonna put it right in the floor there, right in behind one of the seats. I don't have original timber to look at, but I kind of figured it would be that way. The only timber I've got is a UMX turbo timber. I don't have no regular timber. Hello, Fred Barron, Barry Campbell. Find out the mountain in the timber and do the same. I'll try to download the manual and look at it, Dave. My programming cable was going to be here today by FedEx, and somehow or another I woke up and got the email, it's going to be here tomorrow. And my AR-620 receiver is coming from Florida that I bought. So I got tired of waiting on Dave's RC. I won that receiver from Hampton's hangar a month ago, and Dave's all snowed in. Said he mailed it a week ago. Been 7 days, still ain't got it yet. So I went ahead and ordered me one from Florida off of eBay. Got free shipping on it. And I'll probably get it before I get the one I get from Dave's RC. It's lost in the snow blizzard up there somewhere. A lot of you guys looking for t-shirts from Dave. Dave Snow Adventure, he's lost his fruit Katie mind to get out there try to fly in a snow blizzard. He's eat up with it. I just shake my head at him. I love the man to death, but Dave is right. You'll never see another RC channel like Dave's RC in your life. He's so funny. I've sent him emails. I've sent him DM messages on Instagram. And if his mind is not set in looking at stuff, he gets all scatterbrained. He's all over the place. And that's the way he's been since Friday. I have no reply from him at all. I love him to death. He'll get around to me sooner or later. I'm not worried about Dave. Dave's cool. Dave's a happy camper. I'm glad he's spending time with baby brother. It's good for brothers to hang out a while. He's going to get him some good old snow tires and put on that Jeep. HRB batteries ordered 4 packs. Jeff in LA, he's in the house. EQ's waiting on a jet from Farmer, wanted on Christmas. That sounds about right. So I won $200 from Dave's RC a month ago. And normally he takes care of that before the next drawing, but he went ahead and jumped the gun this Friday. He went ahead and had the drawing, and I ain't got paid out on it yet. So hats off to Dave's RC. It don't matter to me one way or the other. Ain't nothing but a thing. Ain't nothing but a chicken wing. It took 6 weeks to win a A10 from Dave's RC. I believe it, Deuce. I believe it. Well, see, Eric and Dave's got all my mailing information, my phone number. He's got my PayPal link. I've sent some requests to him, requesting the money. He just ain't looking. He will eventually. I ain't worried about it. I think he's going to mail Roy a plane. So I don't know when that's going to happen. I think the next plane I want to buy is PT-17. I want to buy a plane, guys. That's one thing I ain't got in my hangar. Yeah, doing giveaways as much as he does once a month and so many packages going out, I could see where it'd be overwhelming on one person to get it done. It's a wacko down them. I really like that the PT-17, and I'll probably get the solid yellow one. I really like it. Everybody's telling me get the Waco. Dynam, the PT-17. I was thinking about picking one of those up in the yellow. So I'm not sure. All I got left on my 182 to finish is my battery tray, putting the receiver in, and bolting the prop on. All the surfaces have been centered besides my flaps. The aileron servos has been centered. I haven't messed with the flaps, but they seem to be okay centered right now. But I've got the tail feathers all glued in, got all the surfaces back there in the back dialed in, centered. I got the steering wheel as close as center as I can get it right now, but I won't know how it's going to taxi till I get it on the ground. But that's just a taxi test to see how it steers. I heard the PT-17 is a handful. It can't be that bad, I reckon. Might have to watch more videos on it. I don't have one. Barry Campbell's in the house. Thank you, Fred, last week for the PayPal donation. Yes, Jermaine, it's a squirrel condo. The Bigfoot is storing nuts right now inside of it for the squirrels. And they chewed the back end off of it where they can run up and in there, get them a nut, and run out the back. Yeah, it's still up there. Probably be up there till hell freezes over. Who knows? It's just a Bigfoot. Yeah, it's a good home for them, Dennis, and well insulated for them to stay warm. They can store their nuts in it, come out on pretty days. I just donated that one to the wildlife guys. Sounds like the red light district story from Germany my army buddies told. I heard that. I used to play a banjo a little bit when I was younger, but it was just a few chords I learned on it. I play a guitar more than anything. And I haven't played a guitar in a while. I've been thinking about buying me a set of. I got some super slinkies at Amazon, like 3 sets for $14.99. I'm thinking of. I've been thinking seriously about restringing my guitar right now, so I'm wanting to get out and play some. My brother's got a mandolin. I know a few chords on a mandolin, and back in the day, we used to play a 5 string banjo, but I only knew a few chords. I couldn't do any runs or nothing on it. But I got 2 acoustic guitars, 3 electric guitars, and 2 amps. That's a good thing about living out in the country. I can turn it up. I can turn up the jams, and I ain't bothering nobody. If I bring out the banjo, you gonna run, Dennis. I hear you, brother. I think if Randy brings out the banjo, Randy's gonna run. Ain't no squealing like a pig around here now. No, 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 no. Deliverance was, I don't know. I'm not sure where that was filmed at. Somewhere down in Georgia or maybe Louisiana. I don't know where it was at. Boy, I'm gonna make you squeal like a pig. That was funny. My son used to order from Sweetwater quite a bit. JCB. Um, my guitars, I got a Les Paul in there. It's got P90 pickups in it. It might have come from Sweetwater. My son bought it for me for my birthday one year. But my other guitar come from Sam Ash, and my other Ibanez guitar I bought from Nashville new and used music store out on Knoxville Road in Nashville. I bought a mahogany Ibanez RG 321 model, 1990 model. And the neck had been just freshly worked on it. Super great neck on it. So I bought it. And I got Air Nordens and Tone Zone pickups in it now. They're really too hot for my taste of playing. I like Seymour Duncan's pickups, which is it. I've got that in my semi hollow body guitar. It's a good jazz blues playing guitar. That's why I like playing. What's up, Jeff's Custom RC? I'm not sure where that movie was filmed at. Near a river, wherever it was at. Dennis, I watched a special about what was it called? Rockwall, Texas. Have you ever watched that? About the Rockwall, Texas. It's the name of a place. They thought there was a special type wall under the ground, 7 stories high, related to giants. Come to find out, it wasn't. It was just a natural formation. Check out the History Channel on YouTube and look up Rockwall, Texas. You'll see it. Come to find out, it wasn't man-made. It was a natural occurrence. They redug it up and done some studies on it. It's pretty cool, though. It's not Rockwell. It's called Rockwall. W-A-L-L. Rockwall. Rockwall, Texas. I don't know how big a town it is. Rockwall, Texas. Dennis. It's what they call that little town. You live 20 minutes from Rockwall, Texas. Cool. Spencer. Jermaine. There was a YouTube video popped up from the History Channel, and it was about that place there, and I watched it the other night. It's about 50-something minutes long. It's pretty cool. This whole Super Bowl blows. Jeff Custom. I can't stand to watch it. That's why I went live, to bring y'all out of misery. Tom Brady, he's my hero. I love that guy. Oh, I wish I was like him so much. I bet he had deflated balls out there in that game. Somebody check the football pressure. Hurry, hurry. Tampa just moved New England's team down to Tampa. That's all they did. Oh, Chrissy, ain't you gonna watch the rest of it? I can't stand Tom Brady. Yeah, that's what we need to do is check the pressure in his head, Fred. Let's shake my head. Anybody to win a Super Bowl other than Tom Brady, I'd be happy for him. But when it comes to that guy winning another Super Bowl, I'm over it. I'm sick of it. Acts like a jerk, ask me. My dog's out there raising Cain. A girl brought my pizza up in the car earlier. She said, I went out on the front porch and she said, I was fixing to call you to see if your dog was going to bite. I said, she ain't going to bite you. She might lick on you. She ain't going to bite you. She said, I've had bad experience around dogs. I said, just walk around my truck. I said, she can't get to you. I said, she ain't going to bite you no way. But they're okay. An Australian Shepherd mixed border collie she's not vicious looking at all. She wants to go chase something. That's all she wants to do is chase something. Who's buying new planes? Who's buying NX10 radios or NX8s or NX6s? I'm torn in between buying me another radio. So I know mine's eventually going to wear out. And I've already seen a bunch of DX6s on Marketplace for sale already this past week. She's 13 years old. Um, Molly, she's only about 3. She might be going on 4. I take that back. She's probably going on 4. I've had her ever since she was a puppy. I just charged up my battery pack. It's going to be a boat acre one of these days. DX6 Gen 3. It's been a great radio for me. I just charged up the batteries in it. I charged on them last night to finish charging them today and got my batteries back. I bought rechargeable batteries and non-glad, whatever they're called. I got tired of putting batteries in this thing. It's these batteries like crazy. So I've got 4 rechargeable so I can charge them. I've got a DX5E for a backup. It just holds single models, and you just bind them to anything might near. It's a backup radio if this one ever goes out on me. But most of my planes are in this DX6. But if I ever get, I'd at least want an 8 or 9 channel radio. If I'm going to go out, this radio was $299 new. This one here, which I bought it, it was 6 months old. And he sent me a receiver in the original box. I got the manual and an RX in there. And the radio's only 6 months old. I give $125 for it. So I got a heck of a deal when I bought this radio. But Jason told me one day they're going to phase out these DXs, which they'll be able to do my software upgrades to the radio. But as far as replacement parts like gimbals wearing out and stuff, they're gonna maybe not carry the internal parts that I'll need. So I'm thinking, well, I don't have no complaints with my radio. I don't fly jets where I don't need all those extra channels. But there's been a few occasions I needed more than 6. And I just had to make do with what I got to work with. But most of my most of my planes are 4, 5, and 6 channel planes. So it's always great to have a few extra channels. Always, especially if you're putting an external type of gyro into a plane. You need an extra switch for that. So and then possibilities, I might get a NX8 one day or a 10. But I've got to do a hell of a lot of flying to justify that much money. I've got some of my planes come with their own radios, and they're like a single channel kind of a Bataba type radio designated just for that plane to bind to. Jeff, I think if you're still wanting an IX20, this is my theory on, I could be wrong. I think they're going to phase out the IXs and the DX series eventually, because they've come out with this NX, and it's going to be the gateway to replace the old. I wouldn't invest my money in IX or DX right now, because it's going to get where they're just old. Technology is changing all the time. If you don't move up into the technology, you'll get left behind. Because these new receivers, they're going to be designed to work with this new equipment. That's my thinking. I've seen it happen in the past, but don't hold me to it. Although they might keep up these thnxs and thnxs software for, quite a ways, a long time. That don't mean if the gimbal breaks in one of these things, you're gonna get it replaced. Because they might not have the part for it. So there you go. That's my theory about Spectrum. And right now you go to just about any website and you can't find any RXs receivers in stock nowhere. How do they expect people to fly new planes? You can't even find receivers. You tell me the answer to that. And these AX, 3X, they're selling for $80 a piece now. And the last two I bought from an individual, I give 20 a piece for them. And you think I'm gonna give them out like candy? No, I'm gonna hang on to them. I'm just gonna reprogram mine to go into certain planes I need with a programming cable. Just open up a Spectrum account and you get in, plug in the USB into it, and you got a port that says battery and program. Plug a servo lead into it, plug the USB port up, and let this program talk to the receiver. Download it. It gets done, you're ready to go. That's what I'm fixing to do. I'm not sure what model I'm going to put in this 182. I might just put an AR620 in it. I got two of them on its way. I haven't found anybody selling lemon receivers here lately. And I'm not sure about these AIRMODELS receivers yet. They're okay, I guess. There ain't nothing wrong with a Gen 2 DX8. Not at all. Everybody flies the crap out of those radios. GB, I believe I've signed up for your giveaway. Now, I sent that extra $100 in there so I'd win. Wink, wink. Lemon receivers on Amazon. Yeah, I sent an extra $100 in GB with my when I filled out the paperwork. That's to make sure I win. Amazon's too big. I really don't like buying from Amazon. I rather support these mom and pop stores, RC hobby shops and stuff, or these veteran owned hobby shops that's online. Anything I can help a smaller person out with, I'm going that route instead of giving all my money to Amazon. That's just me. Some of these small companies need help more than these big companies do that sells everything under the sun. I had a mom and pop store down in Florida, and they were so good to me. I bought so much parts from him. And he finally retired, him and his wife, and decided to sell out the inventory. And I started buying stuff at a discount. I helped them deplete their inventory. I got everything I needed to build with, extra this, extra that, bullet connectors. I bought all kinds of stuff, prop savers, you name it. I've got all kinds of stuff in here packed away. I try to support these mom and pop stores if I can. I'm thinking AIRMODELS are made by Lemon. The receivers are. Last I heard they was. It's funny about Lemon. You got to go through the RC groups to find out, to get manuals to those receivers. There's not really a website. You can go to Lemon RX website, but it'll take you right back to the RC groups to get manuals. There's one guy over there that deals with them. I forget his name, but all the information I got from him is pretty good. I'm running a Lemon RX6 channel with a satellite in my Bixler too. And I've got one more Lemon without this. It's made for a satellite, but I didn't buy it. I just got the Lemon 6 channel, but it's got a plug in for the satellite for it. Bought two of those receivers. And I got one of them in the Bixler 2 with a satellite so I could fly it long range. Eventually, I'm going to fly it by camera. Maybe one of these days. Yeah, I've never had no problem with Lemon RXs, Deuce. They've always worked good for me. They're getting where they're hard to find. I paid these AR620s $39 and something. I think shipping and tax, $42 or $43 for an AR620. I used to buy Lemon receivers for like $16. They ain't got no gyro in them or nothing. I hate setting up a plane and jerking out receivers out of them and putting them in a different plane. And I've got the other planes ready to fly with them. I don't mean I won't do it, but I don't like doing it. Once I set up a plane and fly it, I like to leave it alone and leave that receiver in it, because I know that plane was been flown and it's worthy of flying again that way. So I take that receiver out and throw it in a different plane and reset it up, and it's just more work. I'd rather all my planes have a designated receiver in them. All I gotta do is click on the model and go flying. That's here or there. You gotta do what you gotta do. I just run out of receivers. I bought 5. I bought AR600s. Bought 2 of them. I bought a Emerald 600 gyro in it. I bought 2 AR636s all together in a package for $100. So I got 3 gyro receivers, 3, and I got 2 non-gyro receivers, all for $100. I thought I'd come out pretty good on that. But I'm down to 2 636s right now with no way of programming them. But I went ahead and ordered my cables. It'll be here Monday. It'll be here tomorrow. And my AR620 that I bought will be here Tuesday. That's what I'm waiting on to finish my plane building. You gotta get a receiver in it. I got it pretty much together. Just waiting on a few more parts. Let me tell you about FMS in China. This FMS in China, they didn't answer my email back. I asked them about how it was coming, the carriers, and dealing with them is like being a pain in the butt. I still don't know where my part's at. It's being shipped. They're fixing to have Chinese New Year's here. They're going to be off about a week and a half from work this month. But my V2 version 2 landing wheel for my FMS 182 is supposed to be on its way. So I don't know where it's at though. And they've got it postmarked for a post office down in Georgia. That's where they created a label for the post office for my part. It's in Georgia. And I don't know why there. But it's in between China and Georgia right now, and I don't know. DHL is involved in the logistics of it. Another company is in charge of it. I got 3 tracking numbers on this. I got 3 tracking numbers, but it's only one of them is registered with the United States Post Office. The other 2 is these other carriers. I don't know how it's coming. But I'm buying the. Good night, Dennis. I'm glad you dropped in, buddy. But I'm getting a landing wheel that's got the shock absorber in it. FMS don't care about sending an email back to you and talking to you. I found that out, dudes. I went through a company called Ship 24. And I found out more information on my tracking number there than anywhere. But it's kind of crazy. I bought it on the January 21st, I believe. And they created a label February the 1st. And it was fulfilled on the 25th of January. It's just buying from China is like a drawn out long process. Who knows? But I'll report to you how long it takes me to get it. And since I bought that from FMS, Horizon Hobbies got it in stock now. And I got an email saying that they were back in stock, and mine's already shipped from China. So I'm going to have to wait on it now. But Horizon Hobby has a V2 FMS landing gear in it now for sale. But at the time I bought it from FNS, I couldn't find it nowhere. So a little trickery there, but it's all good. I'm just glad to get one that's got a shock in it. I didn't see that, Rasha. RC Girls video. Gyro's got to be stationary. Two-sided tape are bonded to the floor. It's even better if you hot glue the sides down to it. Put a little glue on the side of the phone. I really don't care for the two-sided tape in case I got to take it back out of the plane. It tears out foam. I try to get it glued in at where I can get a knife in there and cut the glue loose and bring it back out if I need to. Y'all better leave them RC girls alone, guys. Nothing but trouble. Is that what y'all do on y'all spare time? Watch RC girls flying? I don't even know if I'm subbed to her or not. She mostly does trucks. That's why I don't watch her. Didn't she? She sure. I remember her flying planes. She was beginning how to learn how to fly them, and she got pretty good with them. I didn't know she was into RC trucks now. I think she even built some PVC plane hangers at one time. Her room, I watched her do that. She's always into trucks. I got 2 big trucks out in my yard, GB. Maybe me and her can hook up. She can drive my truck. One's even 4-wheel drive truck. I think a girl needs to be flying planes. GB sent me a transgender flying a helicopter the other day. He thought that was funny. I didn't even know who in the hell she was. So I looked up her name, found out she's a lady boy flying a helicopter in the park. That's some funny shit, GB. You didn't think I'd tell on you, did you? With both arms. Oh, mate. I thought she was just a normal girl till I looked up her name. And I found out she's a transgender person, but she looked like a woman. So I investigated a little deeper. Yep. I don't even know her name right now. I'd have to go back and see the message GB sent me. It's funny. Yeah, transgender. GB is the one that started TNRC. I was minding my own business. I got a message from GB, and it was a little video clip of this woman in a park flying a helicopter. I didn't think much about it till I found out who she was. I'd never seen her before. I thought it was funny. Ain't no telling what you get here, son. My wicked messages are slowing down some. Michael Reicher used to send me some crazy stuff, and Dennis, GB. Now I got Christy sending me stuff. It's funny. We won't talk about that. Bernie Sanders. Candyman, glad you dropped in, buddy. You're welcome here anytime. Glad you dropped in. As many RC channels that I subscribe to, when I click on YouTube, there might be one or two shows up on a regular basis. And I had to search for RC on YouTube anymore. They're not showing everybody I'm subscribed to. And surely people are putting out more videos of what they want me to look at. I'm not sure what's going on. Don Atkins in the house. If I hadn't said hello to y'all, hello guys and girls. Yeah, that's the best thing to do is hit the notification bells, because that's the only way you're going to get notified. And I noticed on a lot of my prescriptions, they've undone my bell so I don't get notified. And I've subscribed to these people, but when I check them out, I look at the bell and it's been unclicked. And YouTube is doing that. So all your RC buddies that we support, make sure you hit that bell to get notified when they put up new content or go live. And you'll just miss out. And YouTube's pulling tricks on people. They unnotify. They're not. The notification game is changing. So yeah, ring that bell. You know where, Rory? You know where when the church bell in town rings every hour? You know what that reminds people not to do? It's supposed to be a sign not to sin. It's when you hear the church bell every hour. Imagine that. Down in South America, when the church bell rings every hour, it's a reminder not to sin. Make sure you also go into your personal settings to accept notifications. Add another layer of crap. I didn't even know they did that, GB. Church bell rings every hour there, Christy. It reminds you not to sin. That's what it means down in Colombia and South America. I don't hear church bells out here where I live. I just hear my dog barking from time to time. She don't mean nothing. She just scaring stuff off. Y'all get a notification I went live tonight? I really didn't put it up 30 minutes in advance. I put it up like 15 minutes in advance and went live in 15 minutes. It's just easy that way. Mary Boozer, they down there in Florida. They probably back home by now. I'd like to see some of the footage from down there when they get back settled in. They trying to show me everything, GB, on my YouTube menu. I'm about ready to block all of it off like Facebook. I'm about done with Facebook. Bunch of yahoos. And they're trying to change Instagram to be just like them. I'm running Windows 10 on this tower, and this is the first time I've ever used Windows 10. And it's a whole lot different on notifications. I get them, but I don't get them like I used to on Windows 8.2. Windows 8.2 was more precise and to the point, and this Windows 10 notifications, they'll pile up and they won't stay highlighted until you click them off. It's kind of like in a folder. It stores up to about 20, and after that, you might not see them until you clear them out, get rid of them, or unless you're watching at the time of the notification. I really don't like Windows 10, but I'm having to live with it. But just one of those things. Maybe this week I can get some more parts and finish this build. I'm hoping to anyway. I still want to make a trip to Kentucky when weather gets fit. My truck's still loaded. I don't want to unload it, so I'm going to take a trip to KY as soon as I can. But if I don't go live one weekend, I probably might be out of town. Well, yeah, I'm kind of getting used to ways Windows 10 works. There's some features I like better than Windows 8.2, but there's some features on here I don't like. So it's got its pluses and minuses, but overall, I'm happy with it. The 16 gig, I can process and edit my program a whole lot quicker and faster with this tower I bought. That's a plus. I can edit videos quicker. They process it real fast, good. 32 gigs be even better, but this one's got 16 megs in it, RAM. It's an i5 core processor, and I was running an i3 with 8 megs of RAM. When I first bought the laptop, it had 4 in it. I upgraded to 8, made it a little bit better. But this one come with an i5 in it core with 16 gigs of RAM. So it edits pretty fast machine to be an older tower. It's a Dell Optiplex 3010 model. And so far, I'm happy with it, guys. Here in a little bit, I'm going to cut it off, and I might go into Real Flight 9.5 and maybe host a fly-in if any of you guys want to come in and meet up and fly at the sod farm with me. I ain't got it open yet. I'll host it is my channel name, rhuffines13. There won't be no password on it. If you just want to jump on and fly a little bit after the show, I think I'm going to open up Real Flight 9.5 and do a little flying. Any of y'all guys want to stay up and fly a little bit? Y'all look for my channel name. I'll host a fly-in at the sod farm. It's a pretty good field. But guys, I appreciate all y'all coming. We've been going about an hour and a half now. So I got my radio charged up. I can fly a little bit now. Turco's already in bed for the night. I don't blame him. Fred, I'm not sure Mac you can use RF on there or not. I've always been a window user. Y'all hop on Real Flight. Look for my channel name. I'm gonna try to host a fly-in for y'all. Fly for a little bit. I've been flying some high wings in there, some Bearcat gassers, mod ends. But I'm gonna peace out of here, guys. Thank you very much for showing up on the bad Super Bowl Sunday. And we're gonna peace out of here. Much love.